Refuge has failed me, no one cares for my soul. Let's stop there at verse 4. David is a man who always had he had support around him. He had some guys around him, especially in Cave Adullam. They were saying a lot of people joined him. But at this time, he finds no consolation in these people. And even in Job, we find that his friends were miserable comforters. They didn't help him. And David was saying, hey, look on my right hand and see. There is no one who can even recognize, acknowledge me. What's he saying? No one is going to understand what I'm going through. Refuge has failed me. No one cares for my soul. And there comes a time when you just look at people and you're just like, you don't even understand. You don't get it. You don't care. Now, you can't fall into the trap of blaming people for not understanding. Sometimes God allows people to not understand what you're going through because He's drawing you into Him. He's saying, listen, you need to understand what I went through when I was in the flesh. Who could console Jesus? Who could console Jesus? God in the flesh. Who could understand leaving glory to come and be a man? You think Peter and John and the man could tell him anything that's going to console him? You don't understand. You don't know what I left. You don't know what I could do right now. You don't know that when everything that you see was created, I was there. How are you going to console him? And so in suffering with Christ, we reign with Him. You will never understand the mind of Christ unless you suffer like Him. So He has to allow you to go through a time where it seems that no one can console you. Let's go to 5. I cried out to you, O Lord. I said, you are my refuge, my portion in the land of the living. Attend unto my cry, for I am brought very low. Deliver me from my persecutors, for they are stronger than I. Wait there, hold on a minute. This is the same brother that killed Goliath. He killed the lion and the bear, and he says, deliver me from my persecutors, they're stronger than I. Attend unto my cry. Oh, he's weak. David's weak. Yeah, he's weak. He's human. But what does he do? He turns and he goes unto God and says, listen, you are my refuge. You know? Deliver me from my persecutors. Then he says in 7, bring my soul out of prison, that I may praise your name. The righteous shall surround me, for you shall deal bountifully with me. And this is going to bring me on to my next point. The reason why a lot of David's psalms start in distress and end with him praising and almost prophesying his deliverance, because he's been somewhere with God. He's got experience. Now, had he not been in a situation where he needed God, he wouldn't have been able to speak with such passion and such fervor about how God was going to deliver him. Let's go to Psalms 143. Because we're going to deal with how David uses experience to bring him out of trouble. Hear my prayer, O Lord. Give ear to my supplications. In your faithfulness, answer me. And in your righteousness, do not enter into judgment with your servant. For in your sight, no one is righteousness. What's he saying to God? God, don't judge me right now. Don't look at me now and take my situation and make your final judgment on me, because God, no one is righteous in front of you anyway. But Lord, especially not now. Do not make a judgment on who I am and where I am. Let me just read a quick summary of this. It says, David again is beset by enemies, and again he knows whom he must turn to. After addressing the Lord in verses 1 and 2, he pours out his lament. In 3 to 6, he recalls God's help in former distresses. In 5, he offers petition to the only one who can correct the matter. 6 to 12, the pressing nature of his request is revealed clearly. And in the 11 entreaties to God in the final 6 verses. So let's read some more of this. For the enemy has persecuted my soul. He has crushed my life to the ground. He has made me dwell in darkness like those who have long been dead. Therefore my spirit is overwhelmed within me, and my heart within me is distressed. This is a giant man of faith. Remember I said this is post the lion, post the bear, post Goliath. Yet David finds himself spiritually dead. He said, he has crushed my life to the ground. He has made me to dwell in darkness like those who have long been dead. But hear this, hear 5 now. Oh, David ain't gonna stay there. Because David been somewhere with God. This is why you need to go somewhere with God. Because when you go somewhere with God, you can bring your past experiences back to the forefront of your mind and you can call upon Him. Physician, heal thyself. You can't call on no man. to tell you about your experiences. A man can come and tell you, your pastor can come and tell you, your bishop can come and tell you some nice things, but there's going to come a time where you're going to have to call on God for yourself and get the medication for yourself. And that's going to be in the Word, and it's going to be in your experiences. Verse 5, I remember the days of old. I meditate on all your works. I muse on the work of your hands. I'm looking at it and I'm meditating on, I remember you did deliver me that time. I remember you did save me. I remember when you healed my mom. I remember when you healed my dad. I spread out my hands to you. My soul longs for you like a thirsty land. Selah. So we're going to pause. I spread out my hands to you. My soul longs for you like a thirsty land. Let's pause. So he's like, hold on a minute. Let me take some time and remember all of the goodness. Bless the Lord, O my soul. Forget not all his benefits. Don't forget what he's done for you. You're going to have to go somewhere with God for you to be able to bring back these experiences to the forefront of your mind. So when you are running away from troubles and trials, when you are running away from experiences with God, you are basically delaying the process of you getting to the point where God can take you through the test where only you are going to be able to pull yourself out by going to God and listening and meditating and being able to heal yourself or to self-medicate. No, you're not healing yourself as in you're the healer, but you are the one who is actually starting the process of healing. It's not anyone laying hands. It's not you having to go to the bishop, because remember, and I'm not trying to take away the importance of church. If you've listened to me talk before, you know you need to be under a ministry and you need elders and saints. But I'm saying Jesus died so you can have a relationship with him. Jesus died so you can go to him and find a way out of trouble. If David was always running to someone to get help, or people could always help him, he wouldn't have the Psalms. Anyway, answer me speedily, O Lord, my spirit fails. Do not hide your face from me, lest I be like those who go down into the pit. Cause me to hear your loving kindness in the morning, for in you I do trust. Cause me to know the way in which I should walk, for I lift up my soul to you. Deliver me, O Lord, from my enemies. In you I take shelter. Teach me to do your will, for you are my God. Your spirit is good. Lead me in the land of uprightness. Revive me, O Lord, for your name's sake. For your righteousness' sake, bring my soul out of trouble. David is saying, bring me alive. He said, I'm dead. But he said, make me alive for your name's sake, God. Lord, because I've walked in your name, because I've loved people in your name, Lord, because I've done your will, because I've been obedient, Lord, for people, for my friends to see your righteousness, Lord. Bring my soul back alive. Don't let my enemies laugh at me. Don't let my friends say, oh, that the God you serve is a liar, or you are crazy, and that's why we didn't follow you. No, God, for your name's sake, because I've been standing on your word, make me alive. In your mercy, cut off my enemies and destroy all those who afflict my soul. Then he said at the end, for I am your servant. I love the way he finished it. He said, no, hold on a minute. Let me remind you, God, I work for you. I'm your servant. So you've got to deal with my enemies for me. You can't allow me to be embarrassed. You see the relationship you have to have had and have with God to even say these things with him? There's a reason why David can talk to God like this. When he can say, he can write it, remember, I work for you. I work for the devil. He's been somewhere with God. He's killed a lion. He's killed a bear. He's killed Goliath. So now when he's got to a situation where no man can help, he can talk to God on a level, as you would say. And God can pay respect unto him because God has been there for him before. And David is relying on him and understanding his human weakness enough to go to God again. Because if David was trying to gather an army and trying to gather up men, that means he didn't rely on God. He got to a stage where he realized there's some times when a man can't help me. There's some times when horses and chariots and all those type things can't help me. I just got to believe in the name of God. I got to believe in God. Let me finish this up now. James 1 verse 17. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above and cometh down from the Father of lights, in whom there is no variableness or shadow of turning. This is what I love about God. Wherever you find yourself, God looks the same. No variableness or shadow of turning. Wherever I move, I move left, I move right, God is still the same. And he still looks the same. Imagine walking around someone and every angle, nothing about them changes. You don't get to see their backside. All you see is their face all the time. You walk around them and all you see is the same thing.